afternoon. I'm Nakato Sarah, going to take you over today's news. Let's start over with the headlines. The announcement of the cabinet reshuffle by President Sabianto has forced the cloud to clash with forces in Jakarta. South Korean workers detained in US over migration issues. Joseph confesses 39 crimes in ISIS court. Iraq man has been convicted for trafficking people in Ukraine. South Korean workers who are detained in US over immigration issues are expected to depart within the next 48 hours. The foreign minister says legal support is being provided, but families in Seoul are urging faster actions. We begin in Washington, where tensions are rising after dozens of South Korean workers were detained during a large-scale U.S. immigration raid this week. In response, Seoul is stepping in with an urgent measure. The South Korean government says it will send a special charter plane to bring home its nationals caught up in the raid. Officials confirmed that more than 70 workers, most employed at construction sites in Texas and Georgia, were detained by U.S. immigration authorities on charges of overstaying visas and working without permits.
Now that know about batteries, maybe we should help them along and let some people come in and train our people to do, complex things, whether it's battery manufacturing or computer manufacturing or building ships. So we're going to look at that whole situation.
We will keep following this developing story. An earthquake that struck off Russia's eastern peninsula has sent tsunami waves into a number of countries. Our reporter Nambooze Gloria has more details.
Tsunami waves hit Russia, US, Japan after magnitude 8.8 quake. A magnitude 8.8 earthquake has struck off Russia's eastern Kamchatka Peninsula, sending tsunami waves into a number of countries. The quake struck 136 kilometers, 84 miles east of the coastal city of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky in Russia's far east. According to the United States Geological Survey, there have been no deaths, though there were some minor injuries. No major damage has been registered so far. The worst seems to have passed for many areas, including in Russia, Japan, and the United States.
The Criminal Court has sentenced an Iraqi man to life imprisonment for trafficking people to Russia. Our reporter Kato has more details.
They convicted along with other defendants formed groups and sent them to fight in foreign countries in exchange for financial sum. The court said in a short statement on Monday, adding that the life sentence was issued based on a 2012 law that criminalized recruiting people for exploitation. No additional names have been announced so far, and the official text of the indictment has not been released. The Iraqi judicial official and a senior security official who on conditional anonymity. In early September, the Iraqi parliament foreign
Kon is being charged of 39 crimes he committed in Uganda, DRC Congo, South Sudan. Our reporter Kato has more details.
Was not thrust into the international spotlight until 2012, when a 2012 campaign went viral on social media by the LRA had been forced out of Uganda and was operating in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Central African Republic, and South Sudan, where it continued its violent crusade that killed at least 10,000 people and displaced 2.5 million in Africa. 39 counts of war crimes against humanity in connection to the LRA's campaign against the Ugandan government between 2002 and 2005, which prosecutors alleged was rife with rape, torture, and abduction of children. The Tuesday hearing, known as
and international law, the primary responsibility for investigating crimes committed in Uganda rests entirely with the national authority.
A confirmation of charges in the Hague-based court is heavily held in absentia. It is expected to last 30 days and will allow prosecutors to outline their case in court, after which judges will decide whether to confirm charges. One cannot be tried unless he is in ICC custody. However, everything that happens in the ICC is precedent for the next case.
The announcement of the cabinet reshuffle by President Sabianto, which forced the cloud to clash with the forces in Jakarta, was to ensure stability and transparency, and new ministers were being sworn in at the presidential place. Indonesia President Pablo Subianto has announced a major cabinet reshuffle following deaths that shocked the nation this week. At least 12 people were killed and dozens injured during demonstrations over rising food prices and allegations of government corruption. Among those dismissed were the ministers of Trade, Agriculture, Energy, and 2 top security officials. Analysts say the changes signal Pablo's attempt to tighten control and reassure Indonesians ahead of next year's regional election.